Nishith Uncle ji, Nishith Desai ji, I would like to invite him. And the words and few words about him. Nishith Uncle is a founder of the research and strategy-driven international law firm Nishith Desai Associates, with office in Mumbai, Silicon Valley, Bangalore, Singapore, New Delhi, Munich and New York. I loved when I was reading this, I said I would like to introduce him as the innovative lawyer. He himself is a renowned international tax corporate IP lawyer, researcher, published author and lecturer in leading academic institutes around the world. He specializes in the financial service sectors and assisted Government of Mauritius and Government of India in launching their individual offshore financial centers. A practicing advocate in India, Nishithbhai holds a special license from the State Bar of New York, California and Singapore to practice Indian law. I'm sure when he is there, we are all safe. His commitment to development of a research-based law firm to achieve the highest standard of excellence stands exalted among industry stalwarts. Combining his love for research with his inherent trait of innovative thinking, he has driven the conceptualization and creative imagination, Ali Gunjan, a state-of-the-art facility that stands as an ode to blue sky thinking. Nishithji is also passionate about supporting and mentoring young entrepreneurs and is an integral part of Indus Entrepreneurs. He also works closely with Nobel laureate Professor Yunus on social issues. It's our honor to have here Ankalji, and as per our discussion, I'll invite Roopak also, so we can have a small dialogue type session for the first three awakenings mentioned in the Roopak's S.O.A.R, that is, stand out, be outstanding, be approachable, be remarkable for your life. And the first awakening which he has mentioned is find passion and purpose, and the second stands with what is your why, and the third are what are your ideals and values, which we'll be discussing today. So here I would like to ask few questions to Nishithji, because I'm sure the book you have gone through, but your experience is one which will like to take advantage of your presence today here. Nishith Uncle ji, even when we're talking about passion, and even the way Roopak also mentioned that passion is important, you should know what is your why. How much importance do you give to person knowing their passion? It's important that person should be passionate about certain things in life, or chalta hai zindagi ya jeevo mein yaar kya jhajjat karne ki.
Can I help?
Yeah.
And before he starts, I have to say that apart from everything what he is, the most fascinating and humble thing is he, after his humble beginnings and soaring, he is the one who is the exemplifies his soaring aspect of it, and he is part of the book, and of course he will share.
Thank you for the most embarrassing introduction. Because I'm not that what you all say, I'm just simple family member. I'm not based here. I think it's so nice. Manna man medera man. So first of all, congratulations on a wonderful book. When I was child, we talked about Gita and we talked about Gita S.O.A.R. I think it was right. That's what was easier for us kids to understand. And I think what you have done is actually created a modern version of Gita S.O.A.R. and congratulations. It's wonderful. Next thing I liked about the book, as he said, he doesn't advise. He just tells you, different stories, and I think it's extremely inspirational. Okay, there are a number of characters. Not one character is without a defect. Everyone I see, whether Richard Branson to Amitabh Bachchan, everyone I see. But what happens is that when you look at the other side of what they have contributed and learned 1 cent out of that, I think that makes a life. Third thing I like about your book, and that is most difficult part for most authors, is brevity. In 1 or 2 pages, you have told so much. And you have also told people, don't read book at one go. Read only this 1 or 2 pages a week. It's a very difficult task, right?
No, I totally agree.
I think because you read, you digest,
Yeah.
you
Reflect.
really act upon it, reflect and act upon it. I think that really shapes the whole,
It builds
the
you.
mental framework and the physical as well. So I think it is wonderfully done book, I think. And all of us, I think, should be buying lot more than one book. Don't try to take a freebie, And Ahmedabad, can't talk too much. But, I think really buy and give. It will be very, very happy. It will be one of the best gifts you can give. I remember when I got married, one of my iconic, as you say, inspirational personality was Mr. Nani Palkiwala. And I have forgotten, I'm not forgotten in the sense that ungratefulness, but most of the things what people gave me, I forgot. One thing, he gave me one book called Makers of the Modern World. It had all the stories of the top people in the world. How did they change the world? How did they change the world? And that book really helped me to grow more and more in life. Second character, just to give you my personal experience. Our family is full of lawyers and judges and judiciary and all of us. And but when I moved to Mumbai, when I wanted to start practice, I couldn't find any senior. Okay, I wanted to practice labor law. Now it is called employment law. Okay. I couldn't find a senior. I tried X, Y, Z, I couldn't get a senior. Ultimately, what happened? What do I do? Whom did I remember? Eklavya. Honestly, he has been my most inspirational character even today. So what I did for first 6 months, when I went to, I got, we used to carry. Everybody told me carry a brief, but it's only paper, nothing inside. So it looks like you're carrying a paper. Go and sit there in the High Court. And every single counsel, I didn't know Palkiwala at that time, I didn't know Kola, I didn't know all the top names you heard of. But I observed each one of them, how they prepare themselves, how they argue, how they position, and how honest they are. That was, and I never wanted to practice tax. Because I said it is all corrupt, it is all my complete, I just didn't want to touch it. But when I Palkiwala, when I had Sanat Bhai Mehta, some of you may know those names, and those days, I could see that they were honest to the core. Okay? And I learned a lot that even within the whole muddled stuff, you can still be honest and still prosper. That was another inspiration. So as I said, I remembered Eklavya, and I said, why do I need one senior? I got all the senior in front of me. Let me observe and learn something good from them. Some concepts are excellent, brilliant, arguments, beyond words, right? But they argued more than what was necessary. So when they were about to win the case, in the end they lost because they argued more than what was necessary. Okay? And then I learned that when to start and when to stop. Okay, that itself is an art. Okay. So it is very important, as you rightly said, that all the characters that you mentioned, you'll always find two sides. Okay. You'll have two opinions. But only thing that we need to do is to pick up. And in fact, that has also become my passion today. To look at it. So initially, I'm sorry, I'm going too long and stop me when you want to, but I thought it's an evening and normally lawyers don't speak for free. But I hope you don't mind my talking. If I'm boring, please give me this.
Here, Nishithji, you are not here as a lawyer but as a mamaji. So definitely I'm going to be very
When you say
interesting.
Mamaji, it looks like too old a person. We grey hair, I share.
See, being married to
Just
a
to increase
Punjabi
little
family.
fees, because inside there is nothing outside, apparent, So I'm just sharing this thoughts.
Absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
That it is very important to be inspired by a number of characters, always fine. In fact, some people have so much of the bad character, but there is one thing that could be very, very inspirational. You pick up that good and build. So drop by drop, it becomes an ocean, And I have learned so much. So first, it started with inspirations from individuals. Mr. Palkiwala and all those Jayaprakash Narayan, I had an opportunity to work with him. And one of the most iconic characters in my life who changed my thinking was Vinoba Bhave. And we grew up in that culture. I think all of you know that. In 1962 or so, even Sarvodaya Patrika, some of you may not know, some kids may not know who was Vinoba Bhave, right? But I'm just telling you what was his contribution to my life.
It still comes in the textbooks, I'm sure people still know.
Yeah. And he looks like a sadhu and and stuff like that. But one thing, in 1962, Sarvodaya Patrika, which I think his 100 years publication repeated that recently, that same piece. He said, 15 साल पहले का नारा था जय हिंद, आज का नारा है जय जगत. So the seeds of globalization in me were sown by Vinoba Bhave. So right from those times, I became a global thinker. I didn't have opportunity a long time, but when I did my LLB and then I did LLM, at that point of time, globalization became my specialization. So you think beyond your narrow concepts of what you call, Indian or American or anyone else. I think today we are going back at times. We have to think of growth and welfare of the whole world, everyone. If you are going to be only self-centric, and today, patriotism and other kind of words which we have talked okay, but I think more important thing is to rise beyond that. If you are not going to rise beyond that, you will not grow. And all said and done, I think we have to think in terms of borderless world. Geography is a history. More and more, the concept of what you call state sovereignty is now disappearing. It's more about self-sovereignty, not the state sovereignty. Okay? And I think when we begin to think global, you will find there are people in the world who are so much worse off than what we are. We are so much happier here in many ways at times. But when you only look at the people otherwise, somebody said, no, when you see somebody without one shoe,
yes,
you begin to think, right?
It is part in the book. I was going to
So,
mention that.
You feel you are richer. So I always think when I went to Mumbai, I had half shot, one button of which was missing, little embarrassing. But so long as I don't go back to that state, I'm rich. So I never felt I have ever been.
And that mindset gets you richer and richer. That's it, that mindset itself.
So I think those are kind of things, and I was mentioning about the passion, that from these people I learned a lot. Over a period of time, not from individuals, over a period of time I learned about organizations. Okay. So when I specialized globalization in 1977, I had no taker for my work because 1977 was the year IBM was thrown out, Coca-Cola was thrown out. I'm not being judgmental, right, wrong, good or bad. I'm just saying everything was Indianized. What happened eventually, we became bankrupt. Because, but I specialization and there was no need for my specialization because everybody was talking Indian. And I was talking global, so at that point there was a conflict. But eventually, I started writing. Lawyer with no practice, what does he do? He starts writing books like him, So in 1981, I started traveling abroad a little bit, and I wrote a book and all that thing, and practice grew from outside India. Most of the clients for my specialization were there, and so eventually practice grew in the US. But in 1984, 85, one of my friends, who was managing director of Bear Stearns, one of the top investment banking group, says NishithbhaiDesai set up a law firm. I say India councils don't set up law firms. You may know some of you, I understand that. Barristers don't set up law firms, right? And what had happened, then I said, if I want to set up a law firm, let me study professional organizations of the world. So about 100 organizations I studied, law firms, accountancy firms, consulting firms like McKinsey and other ones. I became an ardent student of what is called organizational behavior. Suddenly, new vistas opened up. I'm sorry, I'm boring you. Please
No,
stop
I
here.
guess it all touches all the points.
Actually, you are actually
So it's an
moving
evening
forward.
time. I think tomorrow most of you have no. So I'm just getting back.
Very interesting.
Hopefully it helps. And please don't feel embarrassed. Candor is the name of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
You can even give me a sign like stop. It's too much. So I'll understand in some way. So for 4.5 years I studied 100 organizations. Because learning from others was very important part, inspiring from organizations. And then, I set up this law firm, what's called, which is the associate today. But I became an ardent student of what is called organizational behavior, which is a highly specialized subject in MBA. I have never been to MBA. I would never be able to clear entrance exam, not even IIT what you have done. But
And that was done only because of his advice and his blessings.
And then I found out that OB is a very important subject. Why? Because it is the most competitive factor. I think the most important competitive factor. There are 3 ways to compete. One on price, you can reduce price. Some grey-haired lawyers increase price, the more clients go to them. So pricing strategy is one part of the game. Second is product or innovations, and that is you can compete because of that. But if you are neither having pricing strategy nor having the innovation strategy, your behavior alone will give you a premium. Organizational behavior itself will give you a premium. And I remember, and that really, I wrote a paper on that, and in our law firm has become now a case study in management schools on the subject, organization as a competitive factor, right? But if you remember Infosys, right? We took that company public on NASDAQ in the US those days. And was Infosys, was it known for pricing? No, nothing. Innovation, zero. In lighter vein, and don't quote me too much in public, of course, we are all family members, I don't think we are public. Infosys, I would say, what? You're a great shoe shine boy, but you cannot design a shoe. There is no culture of innovation. It was a great service company. Okay? It was a great service company. You give outsourcing, cost plus basis, etc. But innovation doesn't exist, culture of innovation doesn't exist, right? But still it commanded premium on the US market, more price than Indian stock market price, just when I said premium, right? Why? Because Narayan Murthy told stories that how they treat their people, how they treat their customers. Okay, customers feel will not be cheated. Employees feel will be well treated. Okay? So OB, organizational behavior, is the strongest advantage in what it sustains. So as I say, that you can be inspired from individuals, you can be inspired by organizations, you can be inspired by animals. Okay? If you look at all around, so constant inspiration, but positive thinking will really lead you to where you want to be, and hopefully you will soar.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for going too long. Thank you.
Definitely, the passion can be seen in the way you have actually carved your entire journey of success, and being not only just success in terms of the marks of the success, but as a human nature as well. Can I invite Swara, Yasmina Aunty, to please? We have a number of speakers who will be talking about the this token of appreciation to Nishith uncle.
Something can I have back or give it to you? For-
Yes, sir.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we give advance reverse gift.
Yeah.